put their lives on the line to get us free.
That they didn't get us free. Harriet Tubman was set up. She was used. They used her because what you got to understand is that what happened was they wanted to get rid of private. What they did, they wanted to get rid of privatized slavery in the South.
Yeah.
And the North. When you had Abraham Lincoln do the Emancipation Proclamation, the word emancipate just means to transfer over, right? So what they did is they ended private slavery and they started industrial slavery, where instead of being slave to a slave master on his private land, you became slave to the government.
Nah, I tell everybody
that's what really happened.
I tell everybody that.
Tubman was set up. That's all that was.
Harriet Tubman also.
So did you think she knew that when she was trying to get them to freedom? Did you think she knew that they was, you know what I'm saying?
She actually helped move the slaves from the South up to the North.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Exactly.
She working for the
doing that, the white people was hiding them in their basement, putting them and their family in danger to help them. That's what I'm saying. Like, all black people ain't cool.
Right.
All
2/3 to be exact.
everybody and everybody creed and nation, all of them ain't cool. But then you run into somebody who will get their life for you, somebody beyond what you might think they will. You know what I'm saying? It could be white, it could be Puerto Rico, it could be anybody.
I understand what you're saying, but what you gotta understand is that what we're telling you is that the Lord is a judge. So if the Lord is judging nations, then the Lord is going to deal with the evidence. What's the evidence? We've been put in slavery and oppressed, and nothing has been done about it.
But what did he say? He said if my people would and repent,
you know what he's going to
say he would. Did he say that?
He said, if we turned away and repented, but you know what? He's still going to judge the nations that did that to us.
But outside of that, I'm talking about, he said, if my people return unto me,
right?
He said that, didn't he? He said, and repent and return from their wicked ways.
Right.
What did he say he'll do?
He'll save them.
He said, I will heal the land. We won't have no problem. But us, oh, you know I know. No? I just the Farrakhan, Dick Gregory. Now, if you want to talk to me, I'm deep.
See, now we went into that sincere milk. Your boy needs sincere milk, man. Your boy needs sincere milk, man.
The wisdom of this world.
Yeah, man. See, this is spiritual, man. You gotta put specific ingredients in your spiritual food, man. You can't be mixing all kind of shit in your spiritual food and think you gonna come out right, man. It don't work like that.
Man, these people think that like the Lord is just going to turn a blind eye to all the atrocities that was done to Israel, man.
No.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord requires blood for that, man. The scriptures tell you that, man.
Isaiah 34.
That's the power we serve, man. We serve a power of judgment, man. That's why we're pleading our case to YAHAWASHI with our prayers, man. By standing up and telling our people, look, we messed up. We need to come back to our Father, man. Like the parable of the prodigal son, man. We need to come back to our Father, man. Because we've been out here in a far country and we've tied ourselves under these heathens, and we've done it for vanity, because we've gained nothing from it.
I got a quick one for you. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
And that's general principles, man. Jake say off GP, that's GP, man. Because what you sow into this world is gonna come back to you, man.
Number 35.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now, and which is to be hath already been. And Yahweh requires that which is past.
So the judge, there's no statute of limitation on murder in Esau's kingdom. That works for YAHAWASHI as well, man. The apple of his eye has been oppressed and murdered and robbed and spoiled, man. That has happened to the apple of his eye, man. As a judge, he's gonna judge that situation and he's gonna commence judgment, man. That's why he already gave the judgment before they even touched us, man. He said that they were gonna touch us, and then he said that He gave us the judgment for what's gonna happen to them, man. That's why it says, rejoice, O daughter of Edom. Because ain't no judgment like extinction, man. Ain't no judgment like extinction, man. That ain't no judgment that you get in like, I take that like a man. No. That's why I say the wicked shall not understand. When you find out your whole nation gonna get wiped out, man, you ain't understanding that until it happened.
That's a belief, bro. After that slavery, they gonna want to be put down, man.
Bring it up.
This is Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
And that's balance. That's why the Lord got to balance the scales, man. That's why he's the judge, man. That's why he's the most high judge, man. When you say the most high God, he's the most high judge, man. He judges the spiritual matters, and he judges concerning the earth. And at the end of the day, all of this belongs to him. So whatever he decided to do with it, that's his business, man. You a creation. You ain't got no business telling him what he should and shouldn't do anyway, man. But you gonna learn that. You gonna learn that through judgment, man. You ain't gonna learn that on this side. This side, the understanding of what we're speaking on is only reserved for the elect of Yahshua. That's only reserved for the elect of Yahshua. The rest of the world is gonna know it through judgment. They're gonna know it when they starving. They're gonna know it when they invested 20 years at a job to get a 401k and the Lord collapsed the economy. That's when they're gonna learn judgment. When they got a 30-year mortgage and the Lord end this thing in 2 years. Lord willing. That's when they're gonna learn judgment. When they done built a whole heap of potential success in this kingdom and the Lord take it down like that, man. That's when they're gonna recognize that there's a power that judges in the earth. Right now, the so-called white man and all these other nations, they can walk around proud. They can tell you niggas to get over it. They can tell the so-called Mexicans that they are legal here. They can say all of this proud stuff right now because judgment hasn't went out. But judgment's on the way, man. Everything you sowed, you're gonna reap. Thus saith Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, man.
Got you right here. This is
I got one.
yeah. This is Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah. So that's the Lord told us to tell Edom, so-called white man, enjoy yourself, man. Max out them credit cards, B. Go out to the club every night. Don't just do weekends. Go every night, bro. Go hard, man, because there's no judgment like extinction, man. There's no judgment else. There's no judgment worse than that, man. Every other nation is going to continue on this earth, and you're going to be extinct. There's no rejoice. Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. Lord willing, we remain until the end. We gonna get to see that, man. We gonna get to see that transfer. We gonna get to see that lofty look fall down, man. We gonna tell that lofty look. It's coming. It's gonna come a time, man. I'm telling you.
The spirit manifesting.
But see, Esau's proud against his own people too, man. This is a nation of snakes, man.
You can't expect the perfect devil to have any morals, man.
No.
Even within his own household, man.
That's why you shouldn't look for confirmation of the truth in the mouth of the so-called white man.
Right.
Because if spiritually your nation's gonna be if you knew that and you heard that doctrine, you wouldn't accept that and you fight tooth and nail to disprove that, man. If you knew that the Lord was gonna judge you for the slavery that you did to Jacob. So the Lord said, drink of that cup. Because we drunk of the cup and we got faded, boy. And we are faded. But you gonna take a double shot. And you ain't getting back up. The Lord gonna give us that spiritual BC powder, that ginger ale, and we gonna recover. But you not gonna recover, man. You gonna take them 2 shots and that's it, man. That's why the Lord said, the cup shall also pass over to thee. Enjoy yourself, man. Let the so-called white man talk proudly. Let him look at you crazy. Let him look at you like you ain't shit, because there's no judgment like extinction, man. There's no judgment like that, man. When the Lord hit the delete button on a whole nation of people, Control Alt Delete a whole nation of people.
Hey man.
Enjoy yourself, boy.
If I can say this too, if any brothers out there watch Dragon Ball Z, and you see what's going on right now, they deleting galaxies, man. By a snap of a finger, man. Man, how about Yahawashi gonna snap his finger and delete a whole nation?
Hey, you know what's going? So like, you know what the heathens gonna do? They gonna bow the fuck down when they see that happen, man. When they see that big ass judgment for the whole world to see on the world stage, oh, they gonna bow down then. Them nukes, they gonna forget about them nukes. The Pearl Harbor, the invasion of Iraq, they gonna forget about that quick. All that, everything that Esau done built is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour, man. In 1 hour, great riches have come to naught, man. This whole world is built on people establishing a life here for generations to come. 401ks, IRAs, how you say it? The little savings thing, the IR.
401ks.
401ks.
Yeah.
Pensions.
Yeah.
Stocks, bonds. They all investing to have a future here in this society from generation to generation. And the hook is gonna be when the Lord crashed this whole thing, man. Drop the whole bomb, man. And you in Bushwick. You ain't watching Bushwick, you living it. You ain't watching the road, you in it. You ain't watching the purge, you living it.
If I can say this, the scriptures say in Ezekiel 25 and I think 14, it says that the Lord is gonna do in Edom by the hand of his people Israel, man. So when the heathens see that extinction is gonna happen by the hands of us, they gonna know not to fuck with us.
That's why I say they gonna bow down, man.
Because we physically gonna be the ones that the Most High is gonna put the spirit on us, but we the ones down here are gonna physically carry out that order.
Yeah, and Jeremiah.
Yahawashi, and them other nations are gonna physically see us put them in pits and light them the fuck on fire. They love bonfires. Well, they get to be a bonfire. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, man.
Slocky, they did that to Jake, man. They had barbecues where they pick niggas and hang them and burn them. So the flip side of that is that your whole nation is gonna go through that, man. Right. The Lord's gonna hit the Control Alt Delete, and then he gonna empty the trash, man. He gonna put you in the trash when you go on the computer and you throw some documents in the trash and you hit that empty the trash. You ain't getting that document back. That's Esau, man. Lord say he shall perish forever like his own dung, man. You flush shit down the toilet, you ain't thinking about where it's going. You don't care where it's going.
This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
And that's exactly what they did. Evolution, that's a lie. Yahawashi was a white man, that's a lie. We're just Africans, that's a lie. The world is 7 billion years, that's a lie.
Your woman is equal to her man.
That's a lie.
Man, this
homosexuality is natural, that's a lie. GMOs are good for you, that's a lie. Fluoride in the water is cleaning out the water, that's a lie, man. We can count up with the so-called white man. That man lie like it ain't nothing, man. He got lies for days. He got lies like Lil Wayne got bars, man. Just mixtape after mixtape.
Can't help it.
Just mixtape after mixtape full of lies, man. We came from monkeys, that's a lie.
Spitting them lies.
Yeah. 65 million years ago, a meteor hit the earth, that's a lie, man.
I got a pre for y'all.
We went to the moon, that's a lie. And when you say it, you look crazy because everybody look at the so-called white man like he knows something and he don't know shit.
I got one.
Good, I was waiting.
This is Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Yeah, like Jake be in the studio coming up with bars. Esau be in his own dark corner thinking the lies, man. A physician of no value. You took perfectly organic food and fucked it up, man. Who are you, man? Who is this guy, man? And that's why the nations are gonna narrowly look upon the so-called white man like, is this the guy? This effeminate guy? He's the guy we were afraid of back then? With his nuclear bombs and his guns? Yahawashi Shah gonna take his whole thing down in an hour, man. His whole ship gonna sink in 1 hour. The Titanic floated longer than that, man. This place is going down, man. This place is going down, and it's gonna be known in that day, man, that the white man, the so-called white man, wasn't shit, man. He still ain't shit, man. But a demon, man. But it say, woe unto you that call evil good and call good evil, man.
I got one more while the ox holding.
Go ahead, Op.
This is Jeremiah 51:19.
Right.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashai of hosts is his name.
So that's twofold, because the Lord's the Lord is our portion, and he's saying that he's our portion, and our portion is not like them, man. But on the flip side, we're not like the rest of our nation either, man. We're back into our heritage, man. So we're back understanding and discerning things. We're looking at judgments and saying that's not right.
Come.
That's wrong.
Verse 20.
What
you guys think of Jesus?
Well, this is not.
Oh, this guy right here?
No, that's white Jesus. What do you think about Jesus?
You're talking about white Jesus, because Jesus, brown-skinned man.
Well, his name wasn't Jesus, but
Yeshua.
Yeshua.
It wasn't Yeshua either. That's Yiddish. But
what do you guys think about Jesus? That's all.
what do we think about him?
Yeah.
We think that he is the Messiah of the nation of Israel.
He's God?
No, he's not God. He's the Son of God. That's a difference.
So he doesn't have deity?
He is in the Godhead, but he's not his father. So he's not God coming in the flesh. He's the Son of God. It said only begotten. To be begotten, you have to be created, which means he's not the father.
His body was created, but he himself.
He was created.
So you don't believe he never claimed deity?
I didn't say that. What I'm telling you is that he's not the father. He's the only begotten Son.
Right.
Well, so my question is where the verse says that the Word is God. I mean, Jesus is God and the Word is God. I mean, no, yeah.
That's in John 1.
Yeah.
John 1.
And the Bible says that the Word is God and that Jesus is
Because he is a God. He is a power. Just like in Genesis, it said, we shall make man in our image. So he was created, and through him, creation happened. People get thrown off because they believe that when he said the worlds were created without him, they think that that's the Father going into a body and walking on the earth. That's not what's going on. If that was, then who was the voice that was calling to him when he was on the mountain during the transfiguration?
I got a for y'all. Trinity Holy is one. The Father is
Meaning
God,
they're on
Jesus
one
God,
accord.
Holy Spirit
Meaning
God.
they're on one accord. In the nation of Israel, to say we are one was like a slang word to say we in the same mind. We got the same mind. We think the same way.
I got to pre it
It
back
doesn't
up,
mean they're the same person.
I got to pre it back up.
What does the scripture say about when you get a wife? You and your wife become one flesh, right? Now, is that literal or is that a spiritual thing? So you and your wife, when y'all got married, y'all did a fusion dance and became one person?
Yeah, y'all trunks in
Go-Tex? That's what y'all are? No, you're not, right? It's because you're like-minded. You're one accord. That's what it means when you are one. You have the same mindset. So the Most High is the Most High. Second in command is his Son.
You guys are still talking.
They are one. Why? Because they're in the same accord.
I got this brief for both of y'all, for the back y'all up. This 1 Colossians 1:15. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. For by him were all things created, they are in heaven and they are in earth, visible and invisible. Whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or power, all things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist.
But it says firstborn. So for you to be birthed, somebody had to birth you. For you to be begotten, somebody had to begot you.
Is the word God?
There is a God.
Is that word God?
Psalm 82 and you saying is the Bible the word of God?
No, it says the word.
It says that he is a God, right?
The word is God.
All right, get Psalm 82 and 6.
Psalms chapter 82 verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
So he likened the nation of Israel unto God. Because when you break down the word God, it goes back to judge. Allah, judge. That's why the Muslims call him Allah. It's just a title. It's the same way of Christians saying God. It's a title. But there are different judges.
Would you say that Jesus is the Word?
Yes, he is the Word.
We don't say that though. You coming in the spirit.
No, relax. He is the. No.
You guys are my brothers. I love you guys.
We're here to edify. We can debate.
I don't even want to debate. I'm just trying to ask questions.
But with the Word.
Oh no, I'm sorry, man. Look, can I shake your hand? I love you, man. I'm not coming in any type of. I'm not trying to debate. I just want to know what you guys think of Jesus. That's
all right. So to answer your question, yes, he is the Word made flesh.
Yeah.
He is the will of the Father made flesh. Yes. We believe that.
Okay. And that's all. I just want to know what you guys talk about Jesus. I mean, he loves you guys so much. Jesus is love, and it's all about love.
He's more than love. He's judgment too.
Amen.
Yeah. He's not coming back to put all these nations together. He says separate the sheep from the goat. He came to save the nation of Israel. And through the nation of Israel, they're going to be in the land, and from YAHAWASHI, which is his true Hebrew name, King David and the nation of Israel are going to be the judges of the earth. The same way Esau is the judge in this world. The so-called white man sits in judgment seats all over the nations.
So you guys are under the belief that Jewish people aren't the chosen people?
They don't fulfill prophecy. Prophecy says that if they were in that land and they were keeping the commandments, that the world would learn war no more. If one of you brothers want to get that in Isaiah 2. Hold up. So the Lord, according to prophecy, that's not the children of the book. They don't fit the prophecy, because the Lord said that if they kept the commandments, they would be blessed, but if they didn't, they would be cursed under the contract that he made with them. Now in Tel Aviv, there's a gay parade in Pink City, what they call Pink City, Tel Aviv. Now if that was the children of Israel, and obviously that's against God's laws, they would be cursed according to the contract that they made with the Father.
So who do you guys believe are the chosen people?
You're looking at them.
That's what I was going to say. You don't understand it.
What does this mean?
Well, what this means is that
I know nothing about this.
What this means is that the children of Israel, according to prophecy, were going to be cursed and scattered. Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel in Genesis 49, gathered his sons together and told them what would befall them in the last days. Now, according to the prophecies that he gave him in Genesis 49, they link up with these people and the curses of Deuteronomy in 28th chapter, because the Lord made a contract with the nation of Israel. Through that contract, they had to keep 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. If they didn't keep them, they would be cursed. If they did keep them, they would be blessed and highly favored above all nations, to judge the nations. That's why Paul talks about the saints shall judge the world, because the Lord's going to set up his people in righteousness, and they're going to judge and conduct the world in righteousness. So that's what from Genesis to Revelation, the old covenant and the second covenant is about. So does that, I'm sorry, does that answer your question about the tribes?
I got one. Alright. You said that you asked us if we don't believe the Jewish people are the children of God, right?
Chosen people, yeah.
Chosen people, right? Now let me ask you this one question. Do you know where the word Jewish comes from?
Well, I'm going to get into it.
That's the misconception that I read on the Spirit. The word Jewish, it doesn't exist. It's the Jew. The scriptures, you don't see the word Jewish in it. It's Jew. Now the word Jew is short for Judah. The same way somebody whose name is Michael, people call them Mike. It's just short. Now Judah is only one tribe. Now you have 11 other tribes, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, which are the children of Israel. There's a big misconception where the Jews are considered the whole nation of Israel, because they don't understand that Jews, it just comes from the tribe of Judah, which is one tribe. That's it. So now when you ask that question, the Jewish people, that's like if I said to you, you're being girlish, right? Now, am I calling you a girl? What am I saying? Right, so the Jewish people over there in Israel call themselves Jewish because they know their rabbis even teach them they're not the real Jews. They're acting like the real Jews. They fulfill none of the prophecies like the brother said. Because the Lord said he was going to bring us back into our land. How did they get into Israel? About the Balfour Declaration that took place, right? It was a British mandate. So that's totally against prophecy, right? Totally. So that goes to show that they're not the children of Israel. So quick one, real quick.
This is Revelations chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
So the Lord said that the poverty and the tribulation are going to be on his people. But we are rich because the Lord promised something to Abraham, and Abraham passed that down as an inheritance to Isaac, who passed it down to Jacob. That inheritance fell on all of the 12 sons of Jacob. So, do you have any other?
So just at the end of the day, do you guys believe that Jesus is the only way to heaven, and you must accept him into your heart, and that he's salvation, he's the way, the truth, and the life, and the only way to the Father?
You gotta be willing to stick around. You can't, like, you're asking, I'm with you. I'm saying the way, these questions you're asking, it's not gonna take just a yes and a no.
Okay.
Like, you're gonna have to sit here and really listen to us and let us read scripture out.
Because if I can say this, because what, you gotta understand what he really did and what he really stood for, right? Before we can answer your question, because you may have an idea of who he was according to doctrines of men, not according to precept upon precept. So,
doctrines of men, what's that?
Doctrines of men is that Christ came to save everybody.
Religion, love.
So if I got the truth from the word, is that where you're talking about?
Your interpretation doesn't make it the truth.
Okay.
So we have to understand who you think the one you call Jesus is and what he stands for before we can agree or disagree.
Okay. Well, so I believe that Jesus Christ, he proclaimed out loud, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life, and no one comes to me but through the Father. And I believe that because of his blood being shed on the cross, because of his sacrifice on the cross, we are now all, once we accept him in our hearts, that we declare out loud with our lips, the Bible says that Jesus is Lord, that we will be saved. The Bible says, for God so loved the world, and I say this verse all the time, that for God so loved the world, it says, so loved the world, that for God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish. So whoever believes in Jesus, whoever accepts Jesus into his heart, will be accepted, will not perish.
Well, see, and that's what we're getting. You have to understand first that what he did, New Testament is New Covenant. That what he did was to establish the new covenant with the nation of Israel. So he didn't establish he didn't establish that for the whole world. The whole world is not going to be saved through the one you call Christ.
Only if they accept it.
No other nation other than the remnant of the nation of Israel are going to be saved.
Oh, so
that's what he sacrificed.
So you believe that I'm going to heaven?
Hell is not a place; it's a condition.
Well, you believe I'm not going to heaven?
Heaven is going to be on earth. So you're going to be here. It's just the kingdom of heaven was not created.
Do you believe that I can't be saved by Jesus?
Depends on your next. If you're not on this side, on your father's side.
If you're not an Israelite, you're not going to be saved.
Does Jesus love me?
It depends.
It depends if you're Israelite.
Hey, brother, real quick, before you go, don't do that. Like, you see yourself on this side? You see yourself on the side of the other?
I see half myself.
Half on what side?
On
your mother, your father is on this side. What, Ephraim? Puerto Rican? Which one? Simeon, Dominican? So then everything in this book pertains to you. Okay? Not just because, mostly because you gotta accept it and have the faith in it, but also because your lineage goes back to Simeon, which is one of the sons of Jacob, back to Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just want to have a quick read that I want to get real quick. The brother brought out Revelation 2 and 9. The scripture says, I know thy works and poverty, right? Now, all the people in Israel today, do not they own the media and the banks? So that's also showing you that. I mean, go ahead.
I got you.
But I'm saying, when you get a chance, do the research and drop that Christian doctrine, because that's the doctrine of man, and go back to the scriptures.
Well, I thank you for your time.
That's crazy. You see Jake though? You see Jake want to leave. It's crazy, man.
My heart hurts right now.
To Israel gotta go.
My heart hurts.
Let's do.
Right? Because you're telling me that since I'm not on this side, that the Bible is not for me. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now, that the Bible literally says For God so loved the whole world. You can take it how you want. You can take it how you guys want.
What does that word world mean?
The world is where we live, everyone in it.
No.
The Bible, Paul talks about the Gentiles.
World.
And Paul talks about the Jewish.
Listen,
Gentiles. I'm a Gentile.
the word world, that word world means.
No,
it depends. It depends.
Listen to this verse. This is Isaiah 45:17. Listen to this.
But the thing is, I'll never agree because you're telling me that this word isn't for me.
Listen to this, bro.
We're not saying that the word isn't for you because we don't know who you are for sure.
Bring out the precept.
Listen to this, bro. This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
So that's the world that Christ sacrificed himself.
Israel, man.
Jesus didn't say that. Jesus didn't say that. Paul said
world mean pertaining to. World, Salaki, world mean organized arrangement of his people, Israel. I just read it to you.
Did Paul say out loud though that those who declare out loud with their lips that Jesus?
But who was he writing that to? He didn't write that to the whole world. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
Caesar getting stomped out.
Hey, brother Jen.
No, you leave that on the ground, bro.
That's not Jesus.
That's a false image, man.
You talking about the Lord had blonde hair, blue eyes? The Lord was leprous? The Lord was a leprous dog?
He would be.
No, no.
He would have dark skin. He would.
All right.
Yeah,
good. Which is a blessing, by the way, not to be your skin complexion.
Yeah, man, but see, but I tell you, man, that tell you that these Christians have this washed up, whitewashed dogma of everybody being saved and giving everybody a happy lullaby, rocking everybody to sleep, man. He was rocked to sleep, and when he found out that he had to wake up from that dream,
he was finna
he
cry
talked about
right
his
then.
heart was hurt.
He was finna cry, man.
Yeah. You can see all in. You can see all in his spirit. He was wounded. His whole spirit was wounded because he wanted to get. Basically, what he wanted to do was to get to the point of everybody being saved, which is what every Christian tries to do, man. And it don't work over here, man. We told him who the children of Israel are. Then we told him and we could have got the precepts. He ran because the wicked flee, man, when no man pursued.
If I can say this too, check this out. The Lord manifests everything that we was talking about just now in that encounter. Because here it is, Jake was here, but who was the one that was ready to go? It was this.
He knew though. He already knew.
He was ready to go, man.
But that's what show you. That's what show you that
trying to drag Esau away.
Every nation,
hey, this ain't for you.
On the earth,
trying to save Esau.
Every other nation on the earth want to be #1 except for Jake, man. Jake don't want to. It ain't fun if the homies can't have nothing. Jake looking ass, man.
And you know that's messed up. That's messed up. He was ready to go when he found out this one for his buddy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
But it say that those hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So it don't matter how bad that Simeonite wanna prevent Yahawashi Shah's judgment, man. It's gonna happen, man. And he gonna feel like shit in the kingdom from walking away from us and joining his hand unto that heathen, man. Because in the spirit he was a heathen, man, and you could see it in his spirit, man. He wasn't trying to sincerely consider it. Once he found out that the whole world couldn't be saved, it was over with, man. And that's why the Lord created Christianity, to get away the undesirables, man. To keep all the undesirables far, far away from us, man. This doctrine separates the sheep from the goat, literally. Literally separates the sheep from the goat, man. Because if you're not willing to stand for Yahawashi when there's nothing to gain, then you shouldn't be able to celebrate. You shouldn't gain nothing from it when he come back, man. Nothing but shame. Hold your head down, man. That's why the Lord gonna destroy 2/3 of our people, because in the mafia, if you join and you in the bond and you do something to disrespect that bond, or you consider yourself out of that bond, no, you get out of that bond in a box.
You get whacked.
And that's what the Lord is gonna do. The Lord is gonna put a hit out on his own people because they're not keeping the oath, man.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 6. And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. Verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which it seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
So the elect of Israel have obtained what they are looking for. 2/3 of our people are looking for a convenient truth. They don't want the real truth. They want a convenient truth where they can continue being wicked and still seem deep. That's why when we out here, you have Jake come up here and he want to be pseudo deep because he done had a couple shots of Hennessy and he think he knows something. But the Lord is gonna bring judgment, man. We talking about it, but when he start dropping bodies around this bitch, it's gonna be a problem.
Come. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. That's Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
And excuse me for my rude speech, but that's what the Lord told us to do, man. To shake the hand at our people, man. Not to speak smooth things, because smooth things here get you a extra fat tithe in offering, man. And that's what Jake doing it for. Jake is telling his fellow brethren that you're gonna get a car in this kingdom. That you're gonna come up in this kingdom. That you just gotta pay your tithes like a 401k. If you put a couple dollars here for a couple years, the Lord gonna spit out a car for you, man.
Right.
That's turning the Lord into a spiritual McDonald's, man, or a spiritual bank account. Not a righteous one, but an unrighteous one, man. Right. Because you don't gotta keep no laws, man.
Right.
I mean, you pseudo represent YAHAWASHI in word, not in deed, man. The Lord ain't looking for no fakes, man. Jake in the world talking about he want real ones around him. You don't think YAHAWASHI want real ones? You think he wants somebody who just say, yeah, that's my bro right there, and then shots pop off and he get ghosts? No, the Lord want the real ones, man. That's why we supposed to stand out here boldly and take our reproach like men, because we messed up. YAHAWASHI ain't do nothing wrong to us. He gave us a judgment because we messed up, man.
You kicked the door up? Right. It's Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not.
So we're not supposed to spare people's feelings, man. The heathens gonna die, they gonna die, man. Like it or don't like it, man. Grab a tissue, man, and sit down.
I'm telling you, come.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and shew my people their transgressions.
Because the Lord putting us out here to show our people the transgressions, man. The Lord putting us out here to say, look, tighten up. Jake in Florida love to say that, tighten up. Well, the Lord is putting us on these corners to say, tighten up, bruh. Because when the Lord pull that sword out, man, it's over, man. When the Lord send YAHAWASHI, best believe it's over, man. At that point, ain't no talking, man. Jake get to a point where he gets so mad, he say, I don't want to talk no more. That's what YAHAWASHI is about to do. We're here to talk for him. We've been put on this planet to talk for YAHAWASHI. Now, when he starts making it happen, it's too late. That's why I say that our people shall be willing in the day of our power. Because when you see somebody's head just fly off their shoulders, you're going to be willing to get down with the get down, man.
And the house of Jacob, their sins.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing, because that's who's supposed to be saved, man. Like we've been talking about all day, man. Every nation on this planet want to be #1 but Jake, man.
Right.
Every nation on this planet want to be the #1 top shotter, except for Jake, man.
This is Romans chapter 2, verse 11. For there is no respect of persons with the Most High.
Yeah, so the Lord ain't about to respect you because you got on some J's. The Lord ain't about to respect you because you fed the homeless. You either doing what he told you or you not. You either taking your rebuke and your reproach and coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments and having faith, or you not. You either believe YAHAWASHI or you don't. The ones who believe are going to get saved. The ones who don't are going to have to learn through judgment, man. When they out here naked looking for a meal, man.
That's right.
That's when they going to believe. And you got to, we don't look for confirmation from the heathens, man, to acknowledge us as the people of YAHAWASHI. Because they're going to acknowledge it when bodies start dropping. When the Lord brings judgment, that's when it's going to be declared to them, and they're going to know that we're the children of YAHAWASHI. At the end of the day, it's about Yasha Allah believing YAHAWASHI or not, man. And if you don't play around, man. Go back into the world, man. If you don't believe this thing, go find something else to do, man. Because the Lord will do you worse, man, for coming in this thing and playing around, man. If you believe YAHAWASHI, run with it. It said, write it in, make it plain on tables so that he that readeth will run it. Run with it, man. But if you don't believe, man, this ain't for you. Because on this side, belief is a prerequisite. Meaning you need that before you can even get in, man. You need faith, man.
If I can say this too, like you said, in that day, the men of the Lord are going to be as gold, man. And what you said that the YAHAWASHI don't want a man that's going to change, right?
Yeah.
But that's the same thing for you, Jake, when you go to the jeweler or you buy jewelry. Why don't you buy that fake gold? Because what happens, that gold changes color, man. So YAHAWASHI don't want gold that's going to change color. He going to want that 14 karat pure gold that's going to stay gold forever, man.
And that's why we go through the fire, man. Because we go through the fire and it's painful. And it's affliction and it's tribulation and it's reproach, but it get these impurities out of you, man. It get your mindset and your spirit out of this world. Like, you know what? I don't give a fuck no more. Excuse my French, Slaki. I don't care no more. That's why the Lord pop up a flat tire on you. Or you come to your car and it was working fine yesterday, but you come up tomorrow and it just don't work. Because the Lord is building up that effort in your system, man. Because when things hit the fan, you're gonna need a whole lot of effort, man. That's what's gonna have you out here laughing while people dying, man. Cause it said, while they starving, you shall eat. And while they in anguish, you gonna be joyful, man. The Lord gonna put a cold spirit on you to be laughing at these heathens, man. That's why when you out here, look at these faces, man. Look at the heathens, man. Look at how they look at you. Because if you are of the elect, you're gonna see that whole face change, man. You're gonna see the other side of that, where they scared. They real scared and they don't know what's gonna happen. And you laughing at them. The Lord said he gonna mock when your fear coming. When your desolation come, people gonna be dying and the Lord gonna be like, you know how somebody died, they be like, oh God. You know, the angels up there mocking them. You're, oh God. You know what I'm saying?
It's Proverbs chapter 1.
Hey, you don't even gotta look at the heathen. You can look at the heathen's face too that day. But you also got some of your family members too, man.
And that's
go ahead, because some of these elect, you know what I'm saying, being that, you know, the 144,000 and the elect men, they got families that's in this world, man. So you can look at these heathens' faces too, but I'm gonna see this guy tonight. I probably ain't gonna see him again. But you know what? You gotta go home and look at your mom in her face, your brother, your father, your sister, your daughter, your family, your cousins, man. You gotta see them every day and think to yourself, damn, YAHAWASHI gonna fucking destroy you, man. You don't even know it.
Yeah, lest they repent. And that's why that's why the Lord gave us the script now, man. So you can think upon the script now, man. So when it happens, you don't bug out, man. You don't lose your cool. That's why they, the military put people through situations where the ammunition sound live, because you got to know how, you got to meditate on that, man. So when it happens, you don't react outside of what YAHAWASHI told you. That's why we getting these scriptures now. That's why we getting this spiritual food now, because it's going to come a time where you ain't going to be able to have a Bible in your hand and be looking at it and reading it. The Lord going to be putting judgment out here, man. You're going to have this in your heart, in your mind, in your love. And if you ain't got it there, you're finished, man.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, YAHAWASHI, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord YAHAWASHI is my power.
And I can tell you something. The reason that the Lord put us through stuff, and you might pray for the Lord to take it away from you, is because he has to get them impurities out, man. Don't let it trick your faith, man. He got to put you through something, man. The only way your faith can grow is if it's applied in real life situations. You have to be put in situations where you don't know what's going to happen next, and see YAHAWASHI come through to build you up for when bodies drop next to you and you believe that YAHAWASHI gonna get you through that, man. It's a process. You don't go to the gym and just throw 3 plates on the bench and just, you don't do that. You gonna make world star, man.
No, go ahead. You good, bro.
You don't go to the weight room and throw 315 on the bench and just do it, man. You gotta work your way up to that. It's spiritually, it works the same way with our faith, man. That's why you don't get a whole bunch of trinkets in this kingdom, man. That's why the Lord keep you in the lower state, man. Because your faith has to be built up, man. Not on things that you can see, taste, touch, and feel. Your faith has to be built up on YAHAWASHI, man. Something you can't see, man. And our people lack faith, man. That's what it boils down to. It boiled down to that in the wilderness, and it boils down to that now, man. From the first Exodus to the second Exodus. Our people lack faith, man. The Lord said he's going to deliver us. The Lord said that he's going to change our hearts and make us judges over the whole world. Jake only want an apartment, man. Jake only wants some Hennessy in an apartment and a woman that's being used, man.
Come on.
That's how destroyed our people are, man. That's what hurt. Because our people is destroyed, man. And when you read these scriptures and you see what we were meant to be and what we are now, it's depressing, man. But YAHAWASHI said he's going to turn this all around. Now, are you going to have faith on that, even though you can't see, taste, touch, or feel that? Or are you going to believe that we ain't never going to get out of this because the situation physically looks hopeless? Where's your faith at, man?
It's like a fish, man. If you have a fish in a fishbowl swimming in circles, man, and you take that same fish and toss him in the lake, you know what that fish is going to do? He's going to still swim in the same circles, man, because he's conquered, he's trained to swim in circles, man.
And YAHAWASHI said, I will put a yoke upon your neck until you be destroyed, man. And that's what we are. We're the fish in the bowl, in the lake, swimming in a circle, man. We're actually a shark. And because we've been put in a small container, we don't even go out into the ocean and run shit. We just want to sit in we just want to do a couple circles. Yeah. Right. Look, bro, I take a couple pieces of tuna, bro. I'm good. I'm straight. Right? Like that's the mindset of Jake, man. And the Lord made us lions, man. The Lord made us lions. In Micah 5:8, it said that we shall be get that, man. Get that, man.
In the mist.
Get that, man, because the power coming, man. The power coming, man, and we ain't talking about straps, man. We talking about real power, man. Like turn you into dust type power, man. Believe it or not.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 7, starting at verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Because we're destroyed here, man. And it ain't no amount of money that can save you from realizing that your nation is destroyed here, man. You have no power here, man. Your woman got more power over you than you have power over your own body, man. You can get a check and literally not see no money off of it before she do. You're destroyed here, man. That's why it's important for us to be in the house of mourning. If you have an understanding, man. Because our people are literally black spiritually, man. You're brown-skinned black people, man. Because your spirit has no light in it, man. And you don't desire the light, man. YAHAWASHI literally said that he's going to save Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and establish them as the best people on the face of the earth. He literally said that, man. The Lord literally said that, man. He literally said that he's going to save Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Haitians, West Indians, our whole family. He's going to establish us as the top nation on earth, man. So you know you're Israelite?
Yeah, I've been studying this much. I talked to some people over in the park. They had like not a church, but a certain day they get together.
Yeah.
They say I had to do like a little background and all kind of stuff before I come in.
Well, bro, we out here every Friday. Oh, I just locked it. Saturday. Every Saturday around 9:30, we out here, bro. You ain't gotta come to no building, bro. You come over here and get fed spiritually, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You come over here and get fed spiritually with your brothers, man.
Okay, what's up, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Respect, bro.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is gonna come, and this is who he's coming for, our family, man. The whole world is destroyed because of our family issues, man. Every Negro, Latino, and Native American got that family issue thing. Your uncle don't get along with your brother. Your uncle don't get along with your daddy. This whole world is in the condition it's in because we have a family issue with our father, man. That's why people pick up this book and they don't understand it, because this was written for us. This is a family issue, man. And salvation is a family issue. It's not an issue that the whole world involved in. When you having a family talk with your family, you don't let your homeboy just come in and sit down and see all y'all personal laundry. The Lord is about to put our house back together, man. All of this ratchet drama that we going through, the Lord is about to clean that up, man.
He's talking about getting hard to this. Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
And that's if you love your, if you truly love your people, man, you should be mourning, man. Right. It ain't a bank account number that can overwrite the fact that our people are destroyed, man. And Jake takes the consolation, man, and forget that his people is destroyed. And how does he forget it? Lean, Molly, cocaine, clubs. He women. He self-medicate to get away from the fact that his people are destroyed here, man.
You know, they self-medicate with Christianity as well, man.
Yeah.
That spiritual drunkenness as well.
Bro, you got that, Michael?
Yeah, come on. We jump back on that.
All right, this is Micah chapter 5.